Hey everyone, welcome to Sax Spy, where I uncover the best vintage and modern saxophone gear, Vinty and Minty. And today we're looking at a vintage Conn saxophone. This is a transitional between the New Wonder 2 and 6M. I'm going to show you all of the features up close on the saxophone, so if it's one that you're looking to purchase or trying to identify one, you'll be able to learn about all of the different things to look for. If this video is helpful and informative to you, make sure you subscribe so that you can catch all of my future videos. First up is the CG Conn Transitional New Wonder 2 6M Alto, $249,1932, which is a prime transitional period from what I've been told. This specific horn has elements of the New Wonder Series 2 and the M Series, or Artist Series, that came after it. So Conn never actually called it a transitional, just gets that name as it's a mixture of the two. This horn is silver plated with a two-tone finish. Most of the body is a sandblasted matte appearance, and the keywork and the engraving has a polished finish, and some of the guards have it as well. On the inside of the bell, it originally had a gold wash, which I think is pretty classy, and I kind of miss it on modern horns. But here it's very light and faint because of how it's worn off over time, probably because of swabbing and polishing by the player. The New Wonder 2 engraving on the bell is one of the various mixtures of features you'll find in the transitional era, and according to Get a Sax, it's one of the last iterations before it fully became a 6M. This is an Art Deco engraving, and so it doesn't feature any of the ladies like the lady face engraving that we'll see on the 6M a little bit later. This horn has a left-hand bell keys like a 6M with the wireframe key guards, and it does not have a pant guard like modern saxophones do. On the back here is the E-flat Trill Key, which most people have sprung closed, or they use a cork to keep it closed, but you can play this by doing a D fingering and then lifting up your middle finger and trilling that. The E-flat Trill Key was discontinued on later models, and it's kind of a relic of the past. Most people opt to permanently disable this key, and for example, this one has a notch cut out where the spring can be reversed to keep that key shut all the time. Some other people like to use cork. The adjustable thumb rest here kind of spins back and forth, and it's not very comfortable for me, especially because it doesn't seem to tighten down all the way, and so I kind of like the stationary thumb rest a little bit more. Moving up the side, we can see the left-hand spatula has the New Wonder 2 design, whereas the rest of the horn has most of the keywork of the newer 6M style. Also note the smooth G-sharp key. By the right hand, you can see the pearl rollers on the E-flat and C keys and key touches. The extra key is a G-sharp trill key, which opens the G-sharp key when it's pressed, unlike a keying which you have to hold the G-sharp key and then this would close that G-sharp key. So it's just another way, instead of trilling your pinky, you can trill with your index finger. Other than that, the standard and alternate keys here function just like a modern saxophone, so there's not too much to worry about here. For me, I think they're pretty comfortably spaced. Up on the left-hand stack, everything's looking pretty normal with the front high F key and a bis key, though the bis key is slightly farther away than I might like, though you might not get pinched there, so that's okay. These palm keys go up to high F, but not high F sharp. The octave key moves to the left, and the thumb rest is a little bit small for me, but it's still pretty classy with the pearl. The octave mechanism here is an absolute tank, which I think has some charm to it. Those are the main features on the body, so let's look at the neck next. The transitional neck has a double socket, meaning that the neck will go inside and outside of the body. There's two sockets to it, and this particular one is a little bit loose, even with the single screw tightened down. That can be fixed, but you don't want to go too far because you might have to unsolder it. The Conn's underslung neck is surely the coolest part of the horn, and it's an iconic feature that only a few other companies have done, namely Cannonball with their fat neck. The micro tuner is generally a big headache because it tends to get out of adjustment and leaks, and so personally I try never to touch it for fear of messing it up. As you can see, the neck angle is a little bit lower than what a Selmer would be, and so it feels a little bit different to play it. So that is the Conn Transitional, and that's all I have for today. Keep an eye out for all things Vinty and Minty.